Hello everyone and welcome to another unboxing. Well, this is another kind gift from one of my viewers called Darren Page. He sent me this as part of my Christmas Amazon wish list. I opened this initially on my Christmas Day unboxing video, and today's the day. I've been looking forward to doing this. Today's the day I actually open this Rug Doctor portable spot cleaner and see what it's all about, and hopefully do a little bit of a demo. But I will be using this more thoroughly than in today's video. I plan to clean my stairs with it. I'll probably clean some upholstery with it as well. Maybe tackle the car seats, well, not the seats because they're leather, but the actual mats and carpets of the car. Could possibly try the Rug Doctor on. So let's give it a go. It's the Rug Doctor portable spot cleaner, designed for quick and easy cleanup anytime, anywhere. Well, anytime, anywhere, as long as you've got access to a mains power point, because obviously this is a mains vacuum or deep cleaner. So here we go. It comes with a small bottle of solution. I've already purchased, and I always do this if I'm getting a carpet washer of any description, I always buy extra solution because I know that normally you only get small bottles. So this is the portable machine spot cleaner solution. Now apparently you are only supposed to use the actual portable spot cleaner solution, not just any old Rug Doctor solution. Well, that's what Rug Doctors say anyway, but I have got a larger bottle. I think it's a litre size of the actual portable solution, but that's enough to get you going anyway. And I would always recommend using the genuine solutions, whatever brand of carpet cleaner you have, Bissell, Vax, Hoover, whatever it is, use the solution they recommend for best results. Little note in here, your machine has been water tested as part of normal quality assurance. Some liquid may remain in the lower tank as a result. And there's another warning here. Only use on carpets and fabrics that can be cleaned with water-based cleaning agents. Before using this product, test for colour fastness with a small amount on an inconspicuous area. Blah, blah, blah. That's pretty standard. Most carpet washers and most cleaning products, if they're for fabrics, do tell you to test on an inconspicuous area first. Here's the user manual. This has a 2-year guarantee, consumer guarantee. Obviously, if you use it in a commercial environment, I don't think they'll give you 2 years. So it's just showing you the main parts. It's mainly writing. I think, yeah, it's mainly text in this, not many pictures. So it seems it's all fully assembled by the looks of it. It's a hefty machine. I mean, it's not hugely heavy. It's certainly it's heavier than the similar Bissell spot clean models that I've shown you. But I think it might just be a little bit more robust, possibly. It certainly seems bigger tank-wise, so you'll be able to clean more areas without having to refill. But obviously this is good for spot cleaning. But as I said, you can use it on the stairs. I think it's probably a bit big to stand on a stair, but I think it would be possible to use it on a stair with care. So it's got a carry handle. It's very bright Rug Doctor red. Now what I like about this, this is what makes this different from all the other ones I've seen anyway, is it has a vibrating brush in the head, so it agitates the solution into the upholstery or the carpet, whatever you're cleaning. So instead of you manually, most machines like this do have a manual brush and you just have to rub it in yourself, but this also will vibrate. A little bit of a silica gel packet there. So this is the carry handle here that comes out, and although the cord isn't stored on the machine when it was opened, obviously there is cord storage here on the back. You can turn up and down either hook to release all the cord in one go. So it's quite a small thing. You can put that in a cupboard under your stairs or in a larger kitchen cabinet, maybe under your sink if your sink isn't full of cleaning materials like mine is. You've also got the other handle. Now it is light enough to carry like this to the spill, But you also have this handle here, so you've got another button in red that says handle release, and you can press on that and pull out this rather nifty handle. It's a bit wobbly, to be honest, and it doesn't come that far out, but it's enough. It's like one of those little trolleys you take on an aeroplane. So it's enough to be able to, if you can't lift it, you can wheel it. This will of course be heavier. The tanks do look pretty large, I must say. This will be heavier when you've got the solution in, so you can take the tank out and fill it with your water and solution and take the actual tank to the machine, but you can wheel the machine. Two nice big wheels to take it to your cleaning job, so that's good. Another little unique thing about this Rug Doctor. So here are the tanks. I assume they just lift off. I'll have to check all the instructions. I expect it to be quite stiff, yes. It's got a bit of a protective cover on it. So this is the clean water tank. There's no, oh yes there is measurements on this one. So you fill it up near to the top with clean water, and then you only need a tiny bit of spot cleaner just to the second line. You obviously have to take this off to fill it. It's a bit like a Bissell, this sort of thing, this cap. Again, I think that will stick because it's brand new. There we are. Once you've done it once, it should be easier. So that's where you fill it. Then you need to make sure that that's properly on, and then your little locking ring is tightened. Make sure that's tight, don't over tighten it. It should just hand tight is enough. And that will just drop into there. The clean water, this is your wastewater tank, and it'll have the float valve in it. And it's going to be, there we go. With this one, it seems to, you have to pull it forward slightly before you lift it off. So this is the where all the dirty stuff comes into the tank. Take that off. So there you go, that's a wastewater tank, and it looks like you can take it apart for cleaning, because this can get very nasty on machines like this. And some of the earlier spot cleaners, you couldn't take these apart and they got very dirty and smelly. But it looks like this one comes out. There we are, yes. So that gives you the opportunity to give this a more thorough clean, and you can rinse all this under the tap. There's a little mesh screen on there to prevent any like hairs and fibres being sucked into the motor. But anyway, with all cleaners like this, unless you're cleaning up a recent spill, a wet spillage, if you're using this machine to deep clean your car interiors, your stairs or your upholstery, it's always advisable to vacuum the area thoroughly first. But obviously when using this as a spot cleaner, if someone's knocked over a mug of tea or a glass of wine, obviously you need to get to that quickly, so you would just use the machine directly. There's no need to pre-vacuum, obviously, with a spillage situation. So that's that. So they're saying empty here, easy, empty, pour, spout. So that's where you'd actually empty it from. So that's where the dirty water actually goes into, but that's where you also empty it down your sink, or if it's a nasty pet accident, you might want to empty it down your toilet or outside drain. Let's just take this bit of tape off, securing the motorised brush. And of course the hose is stored on board as well. Let's see how long it is. Seems a bit longer. Yes, that's not a bad length. It seems a bit longer than the Bissell one, not much. Obviously it's not going to reach up a flight of stairs, this machine. You'll get a few steps up. I don't think it's long enough to be able to do, you know, the first bottom steps and then put it at the top and do the rest. You are at some point going to have to either hold it in one hand while doing stairs, or it might balance on the stair. If you hold the upper handle, pull the handle out, you might be able to hold it securely onto a lower step like that at an angle while you're directing the nozzle on the higher step. But it does feel quite a sturdy, large nozzle here. Now one thing I've already noticed, which it might come off, but it doesn't look like it's designed to, but I'll find out when I read the instructions. Hopefully it will, but it might not. this often, this clear part. Now that's useful being clear because you can see all the dirty water being sucked into the machine, so you know once you've cleaned up a spillage, you know to go over it as many times as you can with the suction only until you can't see hardly anything coming up the nozzle. But it doesn't, to me, appear to have an easy way of taking that off. But it might. I'll correct that. It might come off. Hopefully that will come off for cleaning. Now it looks like it has been tested because it's not been used. I can tell it was a new factory one, but there's some fluff on here. So perhaps they have actually tested it on a little bit of test carpet just to make sure it works before it leaves the factory. They'll need to test the spray, obviously, and they've probably tested the suction, I don't know. Anyway, there we go. So this is the motorised brush, which makes this different from all other spot cleaners that I know of at the moment, at the time of making the video. So around the edge you've got these side brushes that stick out a bit so you can go up to the edges, so when you are cleaning your stairs it should help to brush up to the edge of your stair carpeting. And you've also got a fixed brush here and here, but this is where the magic happens. This is the vibrating brush, and I think it works in a similar principle to the full-sized rug doctor machines in the fact it goes this way, like an electric toothbrush almost. It vibrates like that at a fast speed. I think that's how it works, rather than having a rotating brush you'd see on many upright carpet washers. This, I believe, vibrates at high speed. We'll see that in action in a minute. You probably won't be able to see the motion, it'll probably go so fast. Underneath the head as well, this grey bit here, that's the actual jet that sprays out the solution, and here it says spray on it. This is the lever that you squeeze in order to operate the pump. So the solution will spray out of here at the back of the nozzle, and then you can use the nozzle to agitate the solution into the stain or just for general cleaning, and then use suction to remove the soiled solution. You can turn the brush on or off. So according to what the instructions say, I think it's probably best to have the brush on when you're cleaning. Once you've sprayed and you've brushed it in, then possibly turn the brush off if all you're doing is just removing the soiled solution. I'll see what the instructions recommend anyway. Okay then, so I've filled the clean water tank with warm water and the solution. Don't put boiling water in, don't put very hot water, just hot water from the tap, but not too hot. And I've also put in the solution. Now, one thing I've already noticed, because the top of this tank is curved, it means that once you've filled it with water, which obviously you have to do this way up, you have to actually hold the tank while you're putting in the solution. You can't pop it down on your worktop and let it stay still, then fill it up like you can with some models I've used. So that's a little disappointment, but it's not too major. I managed to do it. So anyway, so fill it up. It is leaking a bit, so I'm not sure if I've popped that on correctly. Once you've filled it, make sure you have popped on this correctly, otherwise it'll just all leak out in one go and go all over everywhere. Once you've filled it, give it a bit of a swirl about to make sure that the solution is thoroughly mixed. Once it's in, I think it'll be okay. Just dripped a bit on my leg, but never mind. There we go, it's in. So when you first use the machine, you'll have to wait a few seconds for the initial water, I think, to be pumped through, although because it's been tested in the factory, there may be remnants of water. I'll turn the brush off. I just want to pump the solution through at this stage. So how many times has this happened in your house? Whoops. Well, not often in my house because I'm not silly enough to put a mug of coffee on the carpet. But sometimes things get spilt, and I've spilt nearly a full mug of freshly made coffee onto here. So let's see if the rug doctor will pick up this stain. Now, of course, the key to removing stains from your carpet or upholstery is to get them quickly. Now, in a normal situation like this, you'd be grabbing the kitchen roll or you'll be getting an old tea towel or something and trying to dab as much of the liquid up as possible before going over with a carpet shampoo. But with the Rug Doctor, what I'm going to do first on this fresh stain is just use the suction only. I'm not even going to have the brush on. I'm just going to use suction only to remove as much of the coffee as I can before I apply the solution. You can still see where that stain was, or actually still is. You can see on the camera the outline of where the coffee went. So obviously I've only done the first stage. If I was to leave that, it would soon start to smell, and that would probably go even darker. So now for the second stage, it has picked up a lot of the coffee, as you can see from the dirty water tank, but now I need to go over again. I'll start by going through the middle by applying the solution, of course agitating the solution and sucking up some more of this spillage. So hopefully, let's give it a go. So there you go, you get the principle of how the Rug Doctor can help you when you've got an emergency spillage. That's damp obviously, but there's no hint of coffee. I think all the coffee has ended up in the dirty water tank. So obviously, apart from the occasional accidental spillage, you can use the Rug Doctor to refresh your upholstery. I've got a footstool here. I'll just show you the principle, just the same way you'd pick up a stain. You'd guide the nozzle slowly backwards while spraying the solution and agitating it, and then you'd go over it again using the suction only. As a safety feature, the machine will cut the suction off when the dirty water level reaches a certain line. And as I was cleaning that footstool, I noticed a change in tone of the motor and it wasn't picking anything up. So that means it is now full. Now there is still some clean solution left in the tank, but the reason this has activated sooner is because obviously I've picked up nearly a mug full of coffee as well, so that's adding to the actual solution, the actual liquid in here. So I need to empty this first, and then with the remaining solution I can finish cleaning my footstool. So there you go, you can use the Rug Doctor to freshen up and clean your upholstered furniture. Before I end the video, I'd just like to point out that cleaners like this aren't miracle workers. If you've got a very old stain that you haven't been able to remove previously, you might not have much luck using one of these. On the other hand, you might find that this or a similar machine is the only thing that will get the stain out of your carpet. Obviously, if it's like ink or something that needs a solvent, you may be out of luck. But you've nothing to lose, just try it out, especially if you can buy it from a place that will allow you to use it and return it. If you can get this from a home shopping channel, I suggest you do that, because then you'll have no problem returning the machine if it's been used. But my initial reactions, this is a very good portable spot cleaner. It's a bit more robust, it's certainly got a larger capacity than all the other ones I've used on this channel. It's certainly bigger than the Bissell Spot Clean. If you want to see a video of that, there will be a link below. But all in all, apart from it being a bit noisy, it seems pretty good. That's my first reaction. It did remove the freshly spilt mug of coffee, and it actually has freshened and cleaned this footstool. Now my dog Daisy uses that as her unofficial dog bed, so I did empty it beforehand. So considering, obviously the water isn't as dirty as it was when I picked up that mug of coffee, but you know, it's not clear either. So I'm safe in the knowledge that not only has that been cleaned, it also smells a lot better and it's been sanitized. So it's an ideal machine for spillages and for keeping above the floor areas of your home very clean. As I said, if you want this for cleaning large areas of carpet, I wouldn't recommend it. Get yourself a full-sized carpet washer for that job. If you have any questions about this Rug Doctor, please ask in the comments section below. Please subscribe, thumb up, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye for now.